Hello and welcome. This is Computer Science with JSS2 Third Term Book 5 Lesson. I'm Kwasi Barida. Today we're going to be looking at the topic Internet 1, and by the end of this lesson you should be able to create an email, write valid samples of email addresses, and open a received mail and send a mail using your email address. So by the end of this lesson you are going to have an email, and through that your email you're going to be able to send mails to other email addresses. So let us get started. Email, which is an acronym of electronic mail, is a method of exchanging messages, in quotes, mails, between people using electronic devices such as a computer, a smartphone, and a tab. In our previous class, or in the previous lesson we started talking about the internet, and we said the email is one of the terminologies used in the internet. That is an electronic mail. So we likened it to the post office, and the post office is a place where if you want to send a mail to someone, you create your mail, you take the mail to the post office, and the post office, you give the address of the person you want the mail delivered to. Then the post office, they take the message and deliver it to that person, wherever the person is in the world. So that's how the post office works, and that takes a whole lot of time for your message to be delivered. While the email, that's electronic mail, in this case is done electronically using electronic devices such as the computer, the smartphone, and the tab. So this one is done a little faster, get your mail delivered a little faster as compared to the post office, as compared to the messages or the mail sent through the post office. So the email operates across computer networks, primarily the internet. Email servers accept, forward, deliver, and store messages. So next we're going to learn how to create an email account. So if you want to have an email that you can be using to send mails to your friends, and maybe used to send mails to your relatives anywhere in the world, it's very simple. So let's see what is going to be required of us to create an email. Before you use the email service on the internet, you have to own an email address on an email server. There are several free email servers to own email, such as Yahoo, Google, Outlook, AOL, Zoho, iCloud, GMX, Yandex, Proton, Thunderbird, etc. So if you want to create an email account, first of all, if you want to own an email account, rather, first of all, you get any of the email server, any of the email providers. So you get to their websites, then you create the email there. There are a couple of free mail servers that can use to get email, so I just mentioned some of them. So if you can get to their websites, I'm going to give you a website of one or two, the website of one or two of them. So if you get to the websites, you can get an email. You can follow the procedure, then you create an email. Then with the email you can carry out all the services of an email. That means you receive mail, you send mail, and some other services that you have on their website or on their platform. So before you create an email, you need the following. If you want to create an email, there are two very vital things that you're going to require. The website they are going to provide, the website they are going to give you the rest, but these two things, they are very vital. Remember, if you remember, I talked about them in our previous lesson. We talked about one of them rather in our previous lesson. So the first is an address name, which is your login name or your username. This is a unique name you use to log into your email account. An example is blossomdesmond@yahoo.com. So the email, the address name or your login name or the username is the first thing you have, or the first write-up you have before the @ that's a symbol @ so that's what you have there is going to be something unique. I will say unique, it means it can't be the same as what some other person has used. So if you try creating an email now and you try using this, if it has been used by some other person, it's no longer going to be available. That's why it's unique. So if you want to create it, you have to check if it's available. Then in fact, you don't even need to check. If you enter it and it's not available, they are going to let you know, or the email provider is going to let you know that on their platform some other person has used this username, so you can't use it again. You have to look for another one. So we have an example: blossomdesmond@yahoo.com. Spaces are not allowed in between the username. That means Blossom Desmond, there's not going to be a space between the Blossom and the Desmond. Everything is going to be in one word. Everything is together. So those are some of the rules for the username. Spaces are not allowed in between the username, and you may use numbers 0 to 9. That means if you try using this one and you're told that it's not available, so you can decide to add some numbers to it to try. Okay, Blossom Desmond 1, Blossom Desmond 2, Blossom Desmond 3, Blossom Desmond 2020, Blossom. So just anything, any number can be added to it to make it unique. So you can get something that is available. So you can use numbers, and also you can use the following characters. That's full stop. You have the hyphen, and you have the underscore. That's what that one is called. It's called the underscore. So that's the address. There's an address name, very important for creating an email. So before you start creating the email, you have an address name or a login name or a username. So with this username, that's how you log into your email account. So the next very important thing you're going to need when creating an email is a password. A password is a secret code known only by the owner of the email address. Without it, you cannot have access to the email account. The password can be a mix of alphabets, numbers, and characters. So the password is a very vital tool for creating an email. When you want to create an email, there's going to be a space where you enter your password. So with this password now, you're the only one that have access to the email. So the password is supposed to be known only by you. Supposed to be known only by you. So whenever you want to open the email, you just log into the site of the email provider. Then you fill in your username, you fill in the password, then you're given access to your email account. So next, let's see the steps on how to create an email account. So to create an email account, first of all, you have to make sure the computer or the mobile phone is connected to the internet. That means the device you want to make use of, make sure it is connected to the internet. Then you open a web browser application. So having done that, the next thing you have to do is to type in the website of the email service provider. For example, you have www.yahoomail.com. So this is the website for Yahoo Mail. So if you want to create your mail with Yahoo, so this is the website you're going to make use of. So there are several other sites. Like for the Google, their website is www.gmail.com. Then for you have the Hotmail or the Outlook, you can go www.hotmail.com. So you can still find out some more I gave you a list of websites. Okay, I didn't give you the websites, but that's like the name of the organization that gives you, or that gives you the email services. So you can search on them, then you're going to get their website. So through those websites you can have your email. So after opening the browser, the web browser application, the next thing you have to do is to enter the websites of the email provider. Then the next thing you're going to do is, on the website, that means when it has loaded, you're going to see a link, create account. So you click on the link create account. Then the next thing you have to do is to fill in the online form. So when I click on the link create accounts, a form is going to come up. So you have to fill that form. It's going to require your name, that's your full name, your date of birth, and some other information, your phone number, and depending, there are different websites. So there's some information that some websites will require, some other websites may not require them. For the very basic ones, the very key ones, you're going to need to create an email: your name, your address, your phone number, your gender. So you fill in this information. Then very importantly, your username, the unique username you've chosen. So you're going to fill it in. There's going to be a space for you to fill it in. Then after filling it in, if it's not available, you're going to know that, okay, this one is not available, so you have to choose another one. So after doing that, then you're going to enter your password. There's going to be a space for you to enter the password. So just to be sure that, okay, you know what you want to use as your password. So you're going to enter it twice. Then you click on create mail. Okay, next thing you're going to do is to verify the phone number filled in the form. So after filling your phone number, and if you click on continue, then they are going to send you a code. They're going to send a code to your phone. So you enter that code. You enter the code on the space, or on the column where it's required. So after entering that, then click on create account. So if you do that, then you have your email created. So just follow these steps, then you can have your email created. So at the end of this class, you are going to do this. So you see that you're going to make use of the yahoomail.com, or you're going to make use of the gmail.com. That's for the Google Mail. So you're going to make use of either of them to create an email account. So you're going to send a mail to me. That's going to be like your assessment. You're going to send a mail to me. So that's how you create the email. So the next thing we're going to learn now is how to samples of email addresses. So below are samples of emails. Then you have the first one. We're going to be using we're going to write it using the first one we use, but having it in different patterns, samples, different ways you can have your email written. So you have the first one, Desmond Blossom at yahoo.com. Then we'll have another one, Desmond.blossom at yahoo.com. You can see the difference. Just that dot you have in between the Desmond and Blossom, that's made it unique from the first one. So if you try the first one, it's not available, you can just put a dot between two different words or two different names, then it makes it unique. So if it's not available, that can be used. Then you have this other one. Okay, what you have there is not a space because of the line under it. It's actually an underscore. So the line under it has is overlapping it. So what you have there is Desmond_Blossom at yahoo.com. So that's another unique way of having your username. Then you have this other one, Desmond-Blossom at yahoo.com. yahoo.com. So that's another way you can have your email written. You have this other one. There's one in this case. Now you're using the number, you're attaching the number to the email address. You have Desmond Blossom 2020 at yahoo.com. So these are several ways you can have your email. These are several ways you can have your username written, or these are several samples of email addresses. So for your assignment, like I said, this is my own email. So you're going to, after creating your email, you're going to send me a mail. You're going to send me a mail, and in the mail you're just going to type anything. Can you say, hello sir, this is my email address. Then you write in your email address that is in the compose box. You're going to write in your email address again, then you send. Just something that simple. So that's all I want for your assignment. So these are samples of email addresses. The next we are going to learn now is how to open a received mail. So you just received a mail. How do you open it? How do you have access to it? So for you to open a received mail, or for you to view a received mail, follow the steps below. First, you open a web browser application. You open a web browser application. Then the next thing you're going to do is to type the website of the email provider. For example, so it's supposed to be www.yahoomail.com. If you enter it like this, it's going to take you to the website as well. We know the full website is www.yahoomail.com. So the next thing you're going to do is to fill in your username and password to log into your account. So when you open the website, the next thing you have to do is to fill in your username, you fill in your password. So you haven't done that, it's going to take you to your email account. So I haven't had access to your email account. The next thing you're going to do is to click on the inbox folder to view received mails. So you're going to have several folders. I haven't logged into your account. You're going to have several folders. You're going to see a place for sent mails. That means the mails you've sent. So the mails you sent, they are going to be stored there. Then the inbox is a place where the mails you receive, that's where they are stored. So you click on the inbox folder to view the received mails. So on the list of received mails, you click on the mail you wish to view. So when you click on the mail you wish to view, then you're going to have it displayed. So that's how you open a received mail. Then finally, how to send an email. Sending an email, how do you do it? To send an email, follow the steps below. First, you open the web browser application. So after opening the web browser application, next you type in the website of the email provider. For example, you have your www.yahoomail.com, and next you fill in your username and password to log into your account. So exactly like you do when you want to view a sent mail. So you follow the same procedure. First of all, you go to the website, then you fill in your username and your password. After doing that, the next thing you have to do is to click on compose message. So you're going to see a place for composing the message. That means to create a new message. So when you click on that, you enter the recipient's email address. That means the person you want to send the mail to. You enter the person's email address. So after entering the person's email address, then there's going to be a place where you enter the subjects of the mail you want to send. So for the assignments, you're going in the place for the subject, you're just going to write assignments because that's the subject of the mail. So you're going to enter assignments, and the compose box, there's a space where you write in the message I want to send. You're going to type in the message you want to send. So in the message box, what you're going to write is hello sir, this is the okay, you just say hello sir, this is my new email address, then you write it out. hello sir, this is my new email address, you write it out. So for example, you can say, hello sir, this is my new email address, blossomdesmond@yahoo.com. Full stop. Thank you sir. So after doing that, the next thing you're going to do is to click on send. You click on send. So having done that, you have been able to send an email. If you're able to do that, then you've been able to send an email. So that is it for this class. Let's do a brief summary on what we've learned so far. First of all, we started talking about creating an email account. We learned about how to create an email account. Then next, we learned how to write samples of email addresses. And finally, we learned how to receive and send email using email address. So if you have an email address, we learned how to view a received mail and how to send email using the email address. So that is it for today's class. Thank you very much. I hope you've learned something. Make sure you do the assignments, and I'll be expecting to get your mails shortly. Thank you very much, and God bless you. Bye bye.